Hi, this is Kerry from Optical Structures, and I'm taking a look here at something we've been working on for about a year. This is a field battery pack that we've been designing. Put a lot of features in it, a lot of robustness. We've really designed it to be what is needed for the growing astrophotography market. I'm estimating that about more than half of the astronomy dollar sales are going to astrophotography, which means that they need power for the field. And the current state of good, robust, reliable, flexible, configurable batteries is not meeting the needs. So let's take a quick look. Obviously, this is just the electronics. We haven't made a prototype case yet, but this is all what we're considering the done electronics for what we call the master battery pack. So we've got a backplane board here. Here's our nickel metal hydride battery pack and all of our control stuff. So let's turn it on. So it boots up and it kind of wakes up and figures out what's going on. The first thing you'll notice is we've got this top bar graph is showing the amount of current being drawn. Each master will output up to 10 amps at its selected voltage. I'll talk about the voltage in a second. So that's going to be our 0 to 10 amp range. This is the remaining life of the battery at the current draw. So as this draw increases, this will scale itself, but it'll give you a visual representation of how the battery is being depleted. It's got an enable disable button here, so that actually turns the outputs on. As far as outputs go, it has a couple USB outputs, and then what you don't see on the back side of the board is a connector system that we will bring out through the case into Anderson connectors, and from those Anderson connectors we'll provide a variety of breakouts to different power connector scenarios. So it also has some configurability we'll talk about. So we have our mode selection. We have a day-night mode. So we're going to go ahead and put this into daytime mode. It'll change our colors for us. Let's go back. So now we've brightened things up. We also have a voltage select. So no other battery pack on the market does this. We can configure this software-wise to output 12, 15, 18, or 24 volts. So if we select like a 15 volt output on the main output, it doesn't affect our USBs, but it gives us a warning. Are you sure you want to do that? So now this battery is configured for 15 volts and it's telling you so in the corner there. Same thing, here's our remaining charge. Here's our current draw. So I don't forget, I'm going to put this back in 12 volt mode. Select voltage. So let's go to 12 volts. It's going to ask me. Yes. All right. When I change the voltage, I have to enable or disable it. If I tap the bar graph screen, it's going to give me actually a data screen. It'll give me more information. So the current draw is being calculated at 110 milliamps. That's because that includes itself. The monitor is pulling current. It gives us 526 watt hours left on this pack. So what you're seeing is this is actually bigger than a Yeti 400 pack in this configuration. And then it gives me the time remaining at my current draw. It says I can do this for more than 100 hours. Obviously, when we plug bigger loads in, that'll recalculate. So we've got data screen, we've got a visual representation. All right, so we're going to back up here a little bit, and what I didn't reveal at the beginning is this is what we call our slave pack. It does not have an output unit, but it has a battery and a brain pack here, and it's jumpered into this. So each of these are 22 amp hour batteries, but they are joined together in a 44 amp hour system, or that makes about 530 watt hours at 12 volts. You can daisy chain an unlimited number of these, so you can build as large a battery pack as you desire. You can also use multiple masters for different types of output, or if you need more current than 10 amps of output for your system. So if you had a really big astrophotography system that you took out for a week and had all kinds of different needs and needed more than 10 amps, you could build a system with two slaves and maybe two masters, and you would have something that could power you for many nights. About things that you aren't obvious to the user, these are intelligent battery systems. You cannot drain them to a standpoint or a voltage level that they damage themselves, and you cannot overcharge them. The charging circuitry is built in. We've got a DC barrel jack here, so you put 12 volts in at the 5 amps and it'll charge the whole battery pack intelligently, and then go into maintenance mode and make sure it's safe and stable. So that's the overview of our battery pack system that we're developing. The cases have yet to be developed, but the design intent for these cases is for them to physically link together so you can build a single brick unit to carry around that carries as much power as you want with the types of outputs you want. So that's a sneak peek at what we're doing. Thanks.